Alright, good morning everyone. Bright and early. 9 o'clock on, well, 10 to 9 in the morning on Saturday for me. By the time this gets out, it's probably Sunday morning, because the internet does not allow me to upload videos at a very swift pace at the moment. That might change soon. Find out. Right. And the usual startup lag. Right. So we have our friendly chicken, no trees, we have a block breaker's making things. Next step is probably towards the bucket, which means we need blast furnace. It's a coke oven. This is a wonderful multi-block structure from Railcraft, and it requires sand and bricks, so this is where we start needing the clay. Sand is obviously easy enough to get, clay is a little bit more annoying, but I think we'll be okay. Probably make it now, actually. Let's give this a shot. 1, 2, 3. Toss this in here. What? Don't know. Just don't know. So, in the meantime, let's take a full stack. Let's go up high. We will hammer this down into gravel. We'll hammer all of that down into sand. And then I will try and calculate how much I'm going to need of dust while we're doing it. So it's a 3x3x3 hollow, so 27 blocks for the volume, and it's -1 because there's only one middle block, so 26 blocks. 26 times 4 for the bricks, so that is... I don't need to do that, do I? No, because for every clay block that I make, I get 4 clay balls back, which evens it out, so I need 26 clay, so I need 26 dust. Simple enough. Sand, there is 5 per. How much sand is that then? So it's 26 times 5, isn't it? That what we'll need to do. Oh, we got a new chicken! That we will need some more cobble for. God, I need to change the setting on this. That's much better. That should be 26. Turn that to dust. So times 5, it's 30, isn't it? So we need 130. Oh, we got a new chicken. Gonna get quite a few at this rate then. The 1% chance smiles on us today. So that's our dust. That's 128. 128. So 130. Put that back here for a minute, I guess. And this needs to go to sand. I accidentally placed a gravel. Oh well. Oh, we can just do the gravel in one go as well, I guess. As long as I don't place the sand next time. Still kind of getting used to this new mouse of mine. Very useful, but very weird feeling. Through the clouds. Nothing strange about building this high, surely. The quicker we get the coke oven online, the better. So long. So we need something called treated wood sticks. And to get treated wood sticks, we need to use the coke oven and put coal in it to make a better type of coal. So we get better coal from it, but it just slowly makes it. 1 every 5 minutes per coal if you put in something crazy like that. I don't think it's quite 5 minutes, but it certainly feels like it. If you put in like a block of coal, it just extends the time so much. Because, you know, you're doing 9 at once. So, from... yeah, from that you need to use a bottle on the coke oven to take out what it's making, which is creosote oil as well. Makes creosote oil at 250 mil per... I want to say 250 mil per coal. So we need either 500 or 1000 to fill the bottle, and then we surround the bottle by planks, and the planks turn into treated wood planks, and then you can make treated wood sticks at a rate of 4. Much better. And we will need a fair bit of it because I like the power generation that comes from them. That's not to say we're making 2 coke ovens, that's overkill. But the treated wood sticks initially can be turned into a forge hammer with 5 iron ingots and 2 treated sticks. This forge hammer can be used in a recipe up to 80 times with 2 of any ingot, and it will make a plate. And 3 iron plates make a bucket. And we will have finally made a bucket. I guess that's friend number 4 to our tiny, tiny island. When your mining rate is the same as the falling rate of chicken. Oh god, we're at friend 5. There's a lot of chickens we're getting. I have been so unlucky in the past with this. Okay. So now that we have our glass, we can make bottles. I need to remember this type of barrel is a slab. God, that's so much simpler. I used to just wait for rain and have like 6 or 7 of these barrels. I did not know I could do this. This is so much simpler. So we're gonna do this for a minute. Just because we need the dust to play, make the bricks. I think we can do. We do need. Right. We are going to break this clay. And we're going to shove it in the furnace to get it going while we make dust. Clay. I don't really have much use for glass bottles after this, so I'm going to not make another one to make this slightly better. More than enough resources, I just can't be bothered with the time. By the time I finish, I probably could have been done with this and it wouldn't be more efficient anyway. I'm gonna look at it that way. Fuck. And I am now forced into cheating. Wow. Water source is 8. Is it this one? No. 8-1. Alright, well there goes the anti-cheat run, because I'm an idiot and I placed some dust on top of the water source. So close to infinite water as well. Like literally this step. Make the coke oven, make the forge hammer, make a bucket, put one more set of water into this barrel, and make an infinite water source. It's so hard. Was it so hard? What's that? 13 minutes in? Start drinking this tea I've made myself. Might help. Only might. Not much of a morning person if you can't tell. But I wanted to play. Which means I need to record. That's... Oh, we'll put the coal in now. Should probably make it all tiny coal and go from there. I think we're missing a chicken. Rip to that chicken, I guess. So I'm going to try and not wait around as much as I can and do something of use or value, even if I'm just waiting on something else. Seems a bit silly to me to not. if I'm recording this, because usually about now I just wait for all of the clay to finish, because, well, that's what I'm waiting on for the next step, but no. So we will put the clay in and we will do maybe another stack of cobble. Maybe we'll make another tree as well. It. We should probably make another chest. Start storing, like... Hey, where's my saplings? We also have this thing called Appetite now, and that can make fertilizer from forestry. So we are good, all things considered, for bone meal. We'll start turning that to apple juice soon as well, which will be slightly better, but worth it for what we're going to be going into. Because I think today we'll be entering a bit of the farming age and a bit of the automation age. Oh no. On. No fuss, no care. The one thing I do have to watch out for is this will overflow, and this will start splitting everywhere. And that's probably not good. There is an entity limit in place. Counters entities. I don't know if there's an actual limit that removes some. When I say entity limit, I mean as in like, the game will lag if you have too many entities. So I tend to try and avoid stuff like that, because this pack is enough as is. These I'm out. If I get rid of this section, I think that's going to cull the top bit in front of me. I couldn't see anything else. My brightness. Right. Feels like I can't see anything. That might be real life then. Too much sunlight in through the window that I'm not used to having. It's been very hot here recently. We're into a rare British summer. That one time of year where a month or two it doesn't rain. It still does. We joke that it doesn't rain about now. No, it does. If we have too much of a heat wave, we get hit with a storm. The storms are nice, but it's very weird to constantly be asked, did you hear the lightning last night? No, I sleep through it because I'm a heavy sleeper. No lightning. Never lightning. Fuck on, that's that part. Go. Could have just made a second axe. We got a lot of logs for it at least. Okay, so still going, but I have more in yet as well. So I just wanted some spare on hand because it's good to have some spare. I make a juicer, it's a pressure pad and stone. So it's 3 stone total. These are always good as well, like apple trees. Fueled apple. Get what this does. Oh, you get heart canisters. See, I've never gotten that far to warrant the need for them. I have gotten a mob farm before, but so long and it was already automated. Didn't need. So I will need more gravel, but I think now that we have this setup going, I think it's a stack and a bit. Okay. So we make a compressed stone hammer. Going to put all of this in here for a minute. Chicken stick back. Hold on to that. 5 apples. 5 apples to eat is perfect. Make a juicer when we get the furnace back. Put back. So now we take a set of 9. Should have done that with. No, I won't do it. Make a stack of compressed. And up we go. Now that we have the compressed hammer, we can hammer compressed cobblestone. And the compressed cobblestone give us gravel, as we put 9 cobblestone in. We can then recompress it and use it on the heavy sieve for quicker but less efficient results on the sieving. It is for every 9 you get 5 items back usually. So, or up to 5 items I should say. I think it's very rarely 4. As you probably saw with the single sieve, there was a few rare chances where you got nothing. So theoretically you could get 0, but rolling the nothing that many times is a scary prospect. Probably happens. Probably has happened to me quite a bit with the automated stuff, but I'd never know. So many automated things that happen. So we're mostly avoiding sieving sand at the moment. We won't need to sieve sand for quite a while, but we will set it up eventually. Today we'll probably start the... We'll probably set up an automated resource maker, and that'll be about it. Now that we've got the compressed cobble, gravel, because then we can sieve it. Then we got 4 items and an egg. Wonderful. So I think what we're really hoping for is diamonds. Diamonds will speed up this process a lot. Gold. Gold is another very good one that we'd like. We need lots of iron. We do need coal as well, but coal should be more than to get. And then we will build our coke oven. And once we start making towards a bucket, I will probably start moving everything upstairs. And like making upstairs as well. Start moving things up towards it and start building up there instead. I might make little quadrant sections. Maybe this initial island can be used for, what is it? For just the initial resource gathering, and then we can have like a processing island above. And the processing island could have, like, if we expand like wings out basically. We could have like a processing island, we could have a storage island, we could have a farm island and a mob farm island. And just sort of keep things quadranted, maybe. I actually learn cable managing properly, aren't I? I should learn how the facades work. It's gonna be interesting when I get pyrotheum. Oh, we got 3 diamonds, nice. So we're doing pretty well. No emeralds. Perfect. Don't want emeralds, I can't trade them. I'll want them later, but nowhere near now. I don't think I needed them really until Mine Factory stuff. Which is so far away, it's a plastic, and I forget what plastic needed, but it was such a long-winded process, it's so far. Before I even get to that, I want to get into logistics pipes. And that's going to take me a while, and I need to go through all the farming. Like, I'm talking at least 10 hours just on that alone. I don't really know how applied energistics works either. I could I'm round, like, saying that every time I see the mod though. So we got a decent amount of iron. Isn't done. So if we wanted, we have another block breaker, and that will speed things up once we get things properly going. As you can see, we've already filled up. Nearly half of what we took is already filled. So it's going. This goes pretty well. We will just wait on this now. Grab the sand. We can start building it down here. At least get it going before we start moving things up the stairs and whatnot. I think this is all lit up. Yeah. Don't have to worry about that. But we need a base. The middle was hollow. Top was not. so you don't waste too much. Oh, I don't have one extra sand, it's 5 sand. There we go, coke oven. Coal will burn itself into coal coke, and it will give back creosote oil. Creosote oil can be put into the bottles, and yeah, we'll see where it goes. So this was a pressure plate stone above it, if I remember right, for the juicer, and the juicer used on the apples. Better. For a minute. It's going to be a new, nice, useful tool. Now, yeah, it's like every or two we're gonna get one. So what do I need to do next? Honestly, most likely, probably another round of gravel. So we will have another crack at a round of gravel. Fine. Sadly, this is not a version where you can save things over there, I don't think. And up we go. As we have nothing to do for a while, the compressed cobblestone, I will probably sieve the gravel from it into the standard instead of the heavy, just because we've got some time to kill. It'll be more efficient, but it'll take so long to get through everything. We'll probably stop halfway through or something. Ah, the fun part of the mod pack. Yeah, we'll probably start making upstairs out of something nice. Maybe I'll actually try decorating for a change. I'm not very good at it. I normally just things as cobble, catch fire. But if we're just leaving the lava generation-y stuff down here. Oh look, for rain. It would be now, once again, I would be frantically going, I need the clay. And making tons of barrels, and I only have the one, and I'm very proud of it. Very happy to have figured that out. So, coal coke, we have 2, we have 1,000 creosote, that should be enough for a bottle. Yeah. So it's every 2 coal, I get 1 bottle of creosote. Per 1 bottle of creosote, I can surround it by planks and make treated wood. Oh. Cool. Well, we'll be needing to do this anyway, so that's fine. Turn all of that into iron. Or coal, don't we? Yeah. Have at least half of that in there. Take the tiny coal. Put the rest of that in. This burns forever, it's much better. I don't actually have enough use for it, so once this runs out I will be using this. Look, 4 sticks. Amazing. Make a forge hammer. A forge hammer. Once we have enough iron. can be used to make a bucket, and then with our newly found water we can make an infinite source of water finally. Fucking finally have the so, forge hammer, 2 ingots, plates. Come on, 2 more. Yeah. Standard bucket recipe. Have a bucket. Infinite water. We also get ourselves a bucket trophy. Because of course we do. I think I've only ever had 2 or 3 of these trophies, and God knows how many there are. Honestly could not tell you. So, we have a ton of gravel. And we don't have much else to do, so I guess we're doing this. This is life now. Sorry, microphone. I needed to stretch. So yeah, I think we make upstairs next, and we make a move for actually making a different portion of the base. From there, so we're making coal coke. We'll head towards water wheels. I skip a lot of power generation and just move straight towards water wheels. If you set them up properly, they produce, I think it's 88 RF a tick, and you're going to hear me probably talking about RF a lot. RF is a more standard unit of measurement, and it all kind of converts to weird things because so many mods have so many things and there's so many conversions that are needed. But some mods don't convert. Some mods, they're just not compatible. But then you find some weird and wacky way where they are compatible and you can change the power into something else. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge later because I don't remember all of the shenanigans. Well, it says there's a really weird recipe that will come up a bit later. And I'm either going to be very frustrated or very happy. Because it, and I kid you not, pops in and out of existence. I wish I was kidding. I've got no idea what fucking causes it. It is the best recipe for making refined iron, I think it is. And it will sometimes exist and sometimes not exist. Which makes things very interesting. I don't know why it sometimes exists and why it sometimes doesn't exist, but obviously it's not helpful. And I think some automation in the past has actually bricked because the recipe got forgotten after I'd set it up working, and then it forgot the recipe again. And it is something to do with like how it's loading, I think. Sometimes it remembers to do it and sometimes it doesn't remember to do it, and it's a bit... Why? So we have that to look forward to. Whether we can or can't use that recipe or not. And then the next episode that I make, there is a decent possibility that, yeah, we just can use that recipe for no apparent reason other than screw me, I guess. Yeah. How dare I think that I can use a recipe? What else have we got to do? Need to set it up so that this chest doesn't overflow. A little bit off. I think we could start heading towards that. Because we can now make clay and we can make bone meal, and that makes emerald. Lovely. Clay and bone meal will make porcelain clay. Porcelain clay can be turned into an unfired crucible. An unfired crucible can be placed above a lava source or a torch. Lava source is better. And it will, you feed it cobblestone and it will make more lava, which we will need. Now we have a bucket, we can actually work with that as well. That is something we should certainly consider. No diamonds yet. Takes so much. But necessary evil, because we will need a certain amount of materials, and I don't think we're quite at the point where we could set up water wheel properly. Very close, but I don't think we've quite got enough materials to do it. We need a kinetic dynamo, then we need to make a bunch of water wheels. However, water wheels require a shaft, don't they? Shaft requires a rolling machine, and the rolling machine requires a forge hammer and a bunch of stuff. Now we're starting to head towards things, so we will need some form of power, because rolling machine obviously can't work without power. We're a little bit off, but we're not far. Probably make a survivalist generator just functional. Make the water wheel. I mean, the thing is, the water wheels are very pretty. Which I can set up so that we can look at them, but it's going to take a bit. But they do take up a lot of space. Trying to remember their diameter, so something along the lines of 16 by 5. I say? They're not small things, and we're going to need a few of them. I think we'll do another 2 stacks and do a stack and... We got any diamonds? We still don't have any diamonds. Cool. Got really lucky on the rest of it. There we go. This is filling up nicely. Got a decent amount of creosote, but still nowhere near enough to water wheels from. Diamonds are doing well. Point in expanding the block breaker when we can't really use the breaker anyway. We're expanding out. Yeah, so if I remember right, need a rolling machine. This, Railcraft.
Gears will require us to build smelteries. Yeah, we don't. Four pistons, but we also need this electron tube, which means we need a fermionic fabricator. So we need a Tinker's Construct smeltery. Get a fermionic fabricator, which needs 30 casing. Also needs gears, so this also requires a smeltery. So we will be heading towards a smeltery first, then the fermionic fabricator, then the rolling machine. But we'll also need power after we've made the fermionic fabricator, so we'll be making a survivalist generator. This is stack 2, and then we'll move the 27 down and do now. Got some stuff to do. Let's heavy sieve now. Because we figured out what we want to do. It is a compressed gravel. Finish this part. And we'll heavy sieve the rest. So the Tinker's Construct smeltery. Seared bricks, which is grout. I believe grout is clay, gravel, sand, and then you put it in a furnace to make seared brick. Then you take 4 seared brick to block. Yeah, it sounds about right. Then we need to make some various shaped ones, so we need a controller, we need other bits and pieces. We also need to make some lava, because the smelteries run off of lava, so we're going to need to make that crucible I was talking about earlier. So while the crucible, we'll make the crucible, we'll put the crucible to work making the lava, then we'll make the smeltery in the meantime while the crucible's doing its thing. And off to races. Make the smeltery, and the smeltery will make resources so much better. Well, for every piece of gravel or sand or dust we put into the smeltery, it will give us 2 ingots back. So the smeltery is a doubling. It is very efficient to use a smeltery. I think it uses a lot more lava than the standard Minecraft furnace, but what doesn't? Furnace would. Yeah, so we'll finish this off. We'll start on the crucible, which means more dust. I think it's going to be 2 blocks of dust. I can stick that. I had some cobble in my inventory, didn't I? Top left, yeah. Seven. Right, it was. Yep. Unfired crucible. Got some iron spare. Crucible. Put the crucible here. Put the cobblestone in. So you can see we are making fluid lava from the cobblestone. It's a 1-to-1 recipe. So for every 1 cobble, bucket every 1 cobble is like 250 millibuckets, and it is made at 1 millibucket of cobble to 1 millibucket of lava, I believe. As you can see, we have a melting speed of 1. Probably because this is actually flowing lava, not a source of lava, so we'll... that emerald. Now we want... and gravel and clay. Smelt this into seared bricks. The seared bricks are turned into various pieces. Let's... I nearly went up with badly damaged hammer. Don't need 9 sets of shears, I've done that before. Chickens. I see 2 chickens now. I think the others are slowly murdering themselves. But I must have gone out of view range, that's fine. Or maybe they're despawning because I'm so far up, but I thought they were still in the same chunk, so it should still be fine, I think. How much do I think I'm going to need? If I make a... at least 9 pieces, be worth 36 bricks. 36. I'd need 9 clay because that's turned into 4. I'd still need 36. Best. Split. Rest. Into halves. See how I go. I'll still use it later any things. Just make some back of always throw it into the automation machines later. Got to make sand. Definitely overkill for this smeltery, but we will be expanding it later. They can be... I don't want to... I don't want to think of how to automate a smeltery without making the allies by mistake. So I'm just going to make a lot of them, I think. Don't need to, you can make one big one, you can automate it all. And it'll run perfectly fine. Depending on what you're doing, you keep certain things separate. So you can make about 2 or 3 smelteries, and they run perfectly fine. I'm just going to do one for each thing. And just have a massive foundry, because I'm dumb. Bothered. Okay, so we take the compressor. Put all of that. That's what I should have done. Considering I had it all ready to go. It just shuffles everything down by one, doesn't it? 1 sand, 1 dust. All of this to dust, and then replace the sand that I just used by... I'm going to put these hammers together to save some space in my inventory, so we got quite a bit of durability. Sand and... Oh, so we'll make the dust. We can automate making dust later. Lava creation. Going some more. I'll go to 16, see where that gets me for. Because I still have to build this up, mine it down. Put everything together, shove it all in a furnace. This is a stack of grout, isn't it? I don't think that's actually going to be enough for a 3x3. Did I already have 1 clay on? Yeah, I did, because I... Put this into here. First seared brick. You can probably tell this is going to take a little while, but it will be worth it. Very worth it to have one of them online. So, definitely not going to. You updated visually, but not visually again. Did lose another chicken. We have hit the hour, so I will end the recording in a second. I'll go have breakfast. I will pause the game. So you won't miss anything. See you next time.